Namaskar. From 80 to 82, we are going to see 80 to 82. We are going to see Manache Shlok. You see, I'm surrounded by a lot of birds and animals. You can see one dog over there, and some beautiful birds are here. Okay. धरा श्रीवरा त्या हरा अंतराते, तरा दुस्तरा त्या परासागराते, सरा विसरा त्या भरा दुर्भराते, करा निकरा त्या खरा मत्सराते. Probably these birds and animals like all these things. Thanks to God. Now, sun has also come out from the clouds. Dhara Shrivara Tya Hara Antarate. It means inside your mind, try to hold on to God. Try to hold on to the, Nitya name. If you hold on to the God forever and offer all your prayers, work is worship, in fact, work at the feet of God. Try to think about God 24/7 with each pulse beat and heartbeat, as we always say. Then what can happen? Then we can go from this far to this far of the life. Means in Hindi or Marathi we say, we sail our life and meet God forever. It's very simple. Now there is one story, as we always see. There are billions of stories around the world, but we keep seeing some of the stories very often. This time we will repeat the story of that farmer. That farmer who used to offer prayers before going to farm in the morning, and after coming from the farm, having the dinner and going to sleep, he used to offer prayers to the God. And he was declared as the topmost devotee of Shri Vishnu. So Maharshi Narad humbly asked Shri Vishnu, why you declared him as the best and the topmost devotee of the world? He said, let's go. So he gives one diya in his hand filled with water, and it lights the lamp. Diya means lamp in which oil is filled. So he says, Vishnu requested him to please go from this place to this place without spilling over the oil. He tries that. And then after completion of that task, Bhagavan Vishnu asks Narada, could you remember me for 1 second? No, I was so much involved in not letting down the spillover of the oil. Oh, that's why that farmer is the topmost devotee of the world. Why? Because before going, he remembers me. He devotes his soul and life for that farming, and after coming back, he offers me prayers, take dinners, offers me prayer, and then go to sleep. So he is devoting whole of his life to me. And that's why he is the best devotee. He just forgetting everything. Maharshi Narad just offers prostrate in front of him. He says, yes. Many times what happens? That we feel that we are the best in our field. It doesn't happen like that. There is always someone who is better than you. And once that thought comes into your mind, you are no more the best. That is what is told over here as well. Once you start comparing with others, means the duality is there. Till you are one with the God, God and me are one and the same thing. You are bhakta, you are devotee. Till then, no problem. Once thought arises of comparison, you are no more the best. Simple. Tara dustara tya para sagarate. Once we become one with the God, We have become one with the ocean of God. Our small jiva soul becomes one with the infinite soul of God. But once we start remembering something else, then you're gone. Sara visarate bhara dur bharate. You just forget yourself and devote yourself towards this society, towards the good cause and all those things. That is why it has been said. It has been mentioned here. Kara ni kara tya khara masarate. And you have to get rid of this comparison. Matsar means, comparing and, telling you are the best and better than someone and all those things. That is matsar. Just get rid of that. In Hindi, not in Marathi, I told one of the story that I keep repeating, because when you are living a curious life in the, as told in Gita, that you can become curious and ask several things and, get rid of your doubts. Then once the doubt is gone, you can become one with the God at all the times. God is there. I can see God everywhere. But some doubt arises in something, in so many subjects, maybe chemistry, maths, or this or that. Even, there are people who can prove God doesn't exist. So then why he doubt like that? Why is doubt over the God? Then you find out a solution over that, and you can become one with the God again. Like that. So once what happened? We used to go to, so many places. As we live in such a place in Nagpur that we are surrounded by ISKCON, Ramakrishna Mission, Prajapita Brahma Kumari, Bharat Sevashram, and so many. Even there were offices of Vishwa Hindu Parishad, there were offices of RSS, Gandhi Ashram, and all those Sivagram Ashram. So many offices were there, being the centermost place of Nagpur. So a lot of people used to come there. So after playing on the ground, we used to go and meet all these people. Once we asked one sadhu, he didn't like to mention his name, so I'm not mentioning from where he is and what is his name. He said, I asked him, that sadhu is very famous. You are such a good orator, you can become very famous in the world. So that sadhu said to me, okay, he is ocean. I'm just a drop in the ocean. But that drop also, sagar mein ghagar. No, gagar mein sagar. Again, I committed mistake. Gagar mein sagar. Even a glass of water is a full of ocean. What is that? Even the glass of knowledge that fulfills everything in our life is enough. You don't have to be ocean at all the times. Our soul also can become an infinite soul, like Hanumanji used to say, Deha buddhyatu dasam, ji buddhyatu dansha, atma buddhyatu. We also can become completely merged with the God, becoming yogi and bhakta. Okay, our soul is small, but once we are totally devoted, at that time we become the ocean of God. Once we start comparing, then we become a small soul. We start comparing, I'm better than him, or he is better than me, or this is and that, all those things. Comparison kills this thought. Okay, you have to be better every day. Transcendental meditation, Kaizen is there. Every day you are improving. Inside, it is a journey inside always. But that doesn't mean that you compare all the times. Oh, that thing is there. Just offer prayers to that. Oh, you are better than me in this. Okay. Maybe I cannot do that. But God, thanks for telling me. You become more humble. Okay. So, humbler, we have a lot of jokes on this. Humbler is better, or more humble is better to say. Okay, leave it aside. So we become more devoted to God than previous. That makes man humble. But he said that each soul is a potentially divine. That's all. That is sufficient. Those are the sufficient words of Swami Vivekananda. Sara visera tya durbharate. It is that God is so rare to find. And once we get near God and we live with the God, please do not try to get rid of Him. Please do not try to avoid Him. Please do not try to not remember Him. Kara ni kara tya khara mat sara. You have to get rid of that comparison, that hate, that fantastic thing which is trying to get you away from the God. It kills your paramartha. Study from them, learn from that, but do not compare with that entity. Let it live its life. Sri Krishna never compared himself with the Prabhu Ramachandra. It was his avatar only, Vishnu. But that is different, this is different. I mean, I hope you understand. Parshuram avatar is different. Shivji is different. Okay. Everybody has his own work to do in life. So do not compare and contrast. Do not compare and lose concentration. So this poem was there, in fact. Do not compare and contrast. Do not compare and lose concentration. Do not compare and lose character. This is very important. Next. मना मत्सरे नाम सांडू नको हो, अति आदरे हा निजध्यास राव. समस्तांमध्ये नाम हे सार आहे, दुजी तुळना तुळीताही नसाहे. 81. Because of comparison, comparing whether you are better or that person is better, please do not drop chanting of Naam. Please do not drop your, Nijadhyas. Means you are always one with the God, you are always Bhakta, you are always yogi. Please do not Ati Adare ha Nijadhyas raho. You remember that each moment Nijadhyas is very important. Remember, you have to respect time, respect every moment, respect every work, so that it becomes work is worship at every moment. If you try to compare yourself with others, then it becomes very difficult. Oh, a lot of students are coming. I'm near college. Okay. समस्ता मध्ये नाम हे सार आहे, दुजी तुळना तुळीताही नसाहे. Among all the kinds of devotion and prayers, chanting the name of God is very important. Do not forget that God. Do not forget to keep His Nijadhyas. Remember Him, devotion of every moment to Him, doing work for Him, doing all ethicals and values-based work is very important. Never forget. You see, if we follow all the rules and regulations, our work becomes very good. For example, I'm standing near the college and a lot of vehicles are going. If somebody breaks that signal, he gets the ticket. I mean, he gets the challan. In India we call it challan. In US and places we get the ticket. If you broke or you break the rules and regulations of the road. Okay. If you follow all the rules and regulations, just a minute. So if we follow all the rules and regulations, everybody can become a better civilian, better person, or the better society can be there, or the world will be better. You can bring heavens on earth. We can create Ramraj. We can create Swananda Bodh Patan, Anandavan Bhuvan. We can achieve sustainable development goals. In fact, we should achieve supreme goals. Why not each person become, a divine soul and live a supreme life? That should be our goal, not only sustainable goals. If there, if rules and regulations are followed, there will be less accidents. I'm giving the example because we are standing in front of the side of the, in the parking lot of the lane of the road. There are trees in this side to me, and I'm standing this side so that the traffic goes on. So if you follow rules and regulations, everybody's life will be better. Everybody will be a better global citizen. I always say, since so many years, I'm thinking over it. Nobody knows. Many of my friends doesn't know. Once 1979, my mother told me about United Nations. They decide Vishwa Balak Varsha. World Children's Day was decided. I asked her who decides this. That's all I said. Oh, this is the biggest organization in the world. So why cannot we decide to be, become supreme beings? Are we going to fight the wars forever? So I asked her, in 1973 when my father came after 71 war. As a young child, I couldn't recognize my father. So at that time I decided, why should there be wars? Why can't all the human beings try to be the supreme beings? So I keep asking such question and asking question. I can see the God everywhere, that this is God everywhere. That doesn't mean I cannot raise the question. In Gita it is given that you should keep curiosity and solve the problems. That keeps you on your right track. You can live the exalted life at each moment. So then I went on to get such friends everywhere. So I told you that story, that once we went at some place, one of my friend climbed up and plucked the mango. He fell down. Don't bother, Ashish. I'm still in Nijadhyas. I'm still one with the God. My chanting of name is going on. Are you hurt? No. I fell down, but I'm not hurt. So we start getting such friends. Okay. So, Samasta Made Nama Hai Sar hai. So chanting the name of God, living with the God at each moment, as a devotee, as a bhakta, as a yogi, it becomes your habit. Why not keep good habits? Now, once we are watching a movie, for example. Hey, you watch movie, you are the Paramarthi. I said, I'm watching this movie, I'm trying to know many times. There are certain clips from Independence Day, that alien comes and all those things. There are certain, in Terminator, that movies are there. And there are certain things like some movies are there. We also watch them, but we try to understand why children like these movies. What are the ingredients that that keeps this moving liking in the in the mindset of the people. We do not watch movie for entertainment. What is that? We are one with the God at all the times, but we watch it. Sometime everybody loses school. Everybody keeps committing mistake. Sometime everybody can lose job or can get losses or profit in life. Sometime everybody gets his life is there. That I hope you know that Shlok and Sanskrit Shlok is there. Hindi shlokas are there. That once you are in a human life, you have to bear pain of so many things. Of failure, hurting, getting hurt, or something sometime by either hooks or crooks, by creation of hooks and crooks of somebody, or by mistake. So it happens, but still you have to remain one with the God at all the times. And that should be our gist of life. Samasta Made Nam Hai Sar. Sar means gist. Sar means the crux of the life. That you have to remain one with the God at all the times. Duji Tuna Turi Tahina Sahe. It means, just a minute. So, this feeling cannot be compared with anything. At the same time, you cannot compare God with anything. It is the infinite soul. There is nothing else than Him. We do not exist once we become one with Him. We are also part of that God. We are also part of the whole system. At the same time, if we think we are independent soul, then we should behave properly, following all rules and regulations, norms. and still try to live one with the God, remain independent, detached, and paramounthic soul. There is no comparison of one entity with other. In fact, everything's God. I can see God everywhere, I always say. But at the same time, when you think you are independent soul, you should try to live a very good life. And once every soul lives a beautiful life, every mind becomes beautiful. You can imagine this world becomes a beautiful world. Every mind becomes beautiful. Every soul becomes beautiful, irrespective of how they look and what they are. Once it happens, even when you are born in the family of demons or whatever it may be, still you can remain one with the God. You can remain a pious soul. You can live a very good life. And there are so many examples. In fact, the best devotee, the topmost devotee in the world is Prahlad always. Prahlad, Narada, Parashara, Pundarika, Vyas, Ambarish, Shuka, Shaunaka, Bhishma, Dalbam. Like this is a series of devotees. Topmost name is Prahlad. Because even when he was Hiranyakashipu, how much troubles he gave him, so that he should leave the name of God and live devoted life to him, for example. He said no. So there are so many examples. At least we are living in a very civilized world, not a barbaric life. Though there are so many wars going on, to try to come out of those mindset, it is my request to all. Try to keep a supreme being goal for human civilization. Supreme development goals. Then automatically sustainable development goals will be part of that. Everybody will get food, water, shelter, education, healthcare, everything. Everybody might get. Everybody, will see this world better. Environmental catastrophe will not be there. Better environment will be there inside our mind and everywhere. So most important thing is our mind. So let us keep our mind very beautiful. Many times I used to speak like this when I was young. We should do this. Why not we? Why we keep fighting? Why don't you all elders come together, good people, and form a government in every country? Why you are always living up aloof? I mean, many times I used to say that. I remember one of the things I said when I was in the 11th grade. I was just 15 plus years old. I said, why it is not possible? You see, because at that time so many 83, 85, so many wars and all those things were going on. I felt very bad. So I said it in front of Swamiji. I said it in front of Swamiji's a lot of good shishas, senior shishas. I said this in front of your lot of sadhus and sannyasis. I said this. So many of the people used to say you are too much idealistic. I said, why should not be? Everybody should live ideal life, then only we can achieve sustainable goals. Everybody should live ideal life, then only we can achieve supreme development goals for each one and everyone. Otherwise it is not possible. It is true. And when we live one with the God, when we devote our work to the God, when we live in that Nijadhyas, live with the God and live as a for work is worship, then only human beings will be uncomparable to anybody, and they can become supreme beings, and this world can become supreme and beautiful. Then only we can bring heaven on earth. And for that purpose we have to get rid of matsar, comparing this person with that person, this society with that society, this nation with that nation, this and that. You have to live in a unity, in unison. Human civilization will have to live. Then only we can go to moon, Mars and beyond, and there also we can achieve sustainable goals. Otherwise we will create kachra peti, dustbin on Mother Earth and dustbin on, for example, Pacific Ocean. India size plastic, has been collected over there. 1/3 is said, but now after 10 years, it might be size of India that plastic waste is collected in the ocean. Because there are a lot of currents coming from this side, this side, this side, this side, this side, this side. They get collected that patch of places there in the Pacific where it has become a dustbin for the plastic things. So, I mean, we are going to create the dustbin of Mother Earth. If we create ourselves better, our mind beautiful, our mind becomes beautiful, we create beautiful minds of each and every person, then this world will become beautiful, society will become, from individual to family level, to society level, to city level, to province level, maybe county level, then province level, then nation level, and then international level, and then Mother Earth level, and the universal level, and beyond infinite universe level also, a human being can become a supreme being. We have to create beautiful minds. Since maybe 50 years, you can say after 1985, I have been raising this issue. 1983, you can say, when I win the chess championship. Yeah, since 1983, I'm raising this issue. It is 42 years exactly. But we'll try for this. This is, remaining one with the God, raising these kind issues, making the world better, making each mind better, is the aim of Samarth Ramdas as well. Is the aim of all the, all the religions. All the governments are also trying to keep good citizens so that less accidents are there, less deaths are there, so that they can achieve sustainable goals. And that can start only with creating beautiful minds. And that is what is told by Samarth Ramdas over here. So let us try to make our mind beautiful first. Let us try, simultaneously we can try all these things. It is not thing that we'll create our mind perfect and all these things, and then we'll do that. Because many people say nothing is perfect. Okay, I'm trying to make myself perfect, making my mind trying to make perfect so that I become one with the God, remaining Bhakta and Yogi at all the times. And then simultaneously I'm doing all these things as well. It can go hand in hand. Why cannot it go hand in hand? If your, let us compare, if your wars can go on forever, why cannot we try for the peaceful deeds? So on purpose I'm comparing. If this side and this side, they cannot go parallel. Once they also become peaceful, we also become peaceful, and then we can sail a boat wherein all the human beings will be beautiful. They agreed on this. Once I compared it, they agreed. You are saying is right. Because why should anybody's grandfather, mother, or sister, or the husband should die in the war? We'll have to think over it. Once while we'll have to think over it, we'll have to find out the permanent solution on all these issues to make human civilization better. Don't say we are 8 billion. 8 billion can die within second. And remember, how many people are there, human beings are there on earth, doesn't matter. How we are living will matter. How I'll keep other species will also matter. How I'll keep this Mother Earth better also matters. And for that purpose, we require beautiful minds, pious minds, good minds. Why we keep enmity with others? Like children, they come together, fight together, again come together and moves on in life. Why cannot other nations and other elderly societies can do that? Many of the, in the past also, many of the people have said that. I'm just repeating it. It is not the new thing I'm saying. So it means if we couldn't do since so many years, then there is something wrong with the human civilization. I mean, we'll have to correct it by making every mind beautiful. We'll keep our mind beautiful, pious, so that 24/7 with each pulse beat, with each heartbeat, we can devote our life towards God, then a lot of things are possible. And let us make this possible, that all human beings become supreme beings, and this Mother Earth feels, yes, she feels that yes, human beings are the supreme beings. Let us try for this. Let us make our mind beautiful. Thank you very much.